Welcome back to part 2 of episode 7 of This Week in the Life of an FSY Counselor at BYU. I am finally getting the finale out. I just didn't want to accept that FSY was over. The rest of Wednesday and the other 2 days of camp were such a great send-off for my last session. Let's talk about them. After transforming into the Madisons on Wednesday, we had dinner and then got absolutely hyped for games night as Madisons and as a company. Games night was a blast, and so was their cheer. Then we had send-off where I had to pay homage to the icon that is Joseph. Pizza night was so insanely fun, and the girls even surprised me with sparkling cider since it was my last pizza night. They are genuinely the sweetest. I sent them off to bed, and Addie and I got to use the empty bottles for a fun lights out photo before it was time for bed. Thursday started with a utensil factory error before heading to gospel study. Then we split off for the young women's activity and devotional, both of which were wonderful. But the latter got a bit intense with a tough challenge for the Thompsons from one of the girls there, but they did a great job. And so did Sarah when she sang. I met up with Abby for lunch and spilling tea before we went over to the variety show. It was one of the most talented groups I've witnessed. Then it was time for dinner, and I had dinner duty again before the reverence discussion. I just have the cutest company. I had a break where I chilled in the Marb waiting for testimony meeting, which was lovely. We went back to the dorms, and after R&R, we got into a little bit of chaos. Eventually, it was quiet time, and then I went to bed. I couldn't believe Friday was my last day of FSY. It started with breakfast and then some pre-gospel study chaos. But gospel study and my last morning devo were wonderful. Then we had the sharing the gospel activity where the kids got super into Anteater. I was on lunch duty but got to watch their video after, which was just perfect and so sweet. On my break, I met a girl who served her mission in my old home ward, and then I tried to take a nap but ended up scrolling. Oops. Flex time was chill, and on my break, I decided to eat at the Kukri on my own dime rather than suffer through the Heritage Central dinner. Then I met back up with the kids, and it was time for my last dance. I loved it. Brother Thompson even got this video of me doing power, and wow, my stamina growth throughout the summer is something to behold. I loved my last PB&J dance and the Taking It Home Devo. Company Taking It Home was wonderful too. Goodbye is just so hard. I brought the girls back to the dorms, lost it a bit during a very long night watch, and then finally got to bed. Saturday was super short, just me collecting keys and saying goodbye to this amazing staff. Addie and I drove back to the dorms, ate some breakfast, and packed up our stuff. I went back to my apartment and admired my sun-faded parking pass. I finished up my FSY wall and got pretty emotional over it all being over. I didn't know I could grow even more this summer until this week. This week tested me, but blessed me so much. This company was so different from any I had before. Christ helped me gain so much patience and love for these special youth. By the end of the week, I didn't want to leave them. That is just the power of Christ's love at work. What a special experience this summer was. If you're on the fence about working for or going to FSY, do it. It will truly bless your life and improve your relationship with your Savior. He loves you. Watch the full vlog of this week on my YouTube channel, and feel free to watch videos from my other sessions this summer. Bye!